2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have my mate Rich Beam beside me. And Rich, as this next player begins their round, what do you think of their chances here today?
Luke, this player has got a massive lead, and sometimes those are the worst to have because you feel as a player the only way that you can lose it is if you mess it up. And trust me, somewhere in the back of their mind, this player understands that. So it's going to be a nervy start, no doubt, to this final round. Let's wait to see what happens.
Oh, I've got those special chills up the spine. I know today's going to be a beauty. Let's get into it. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Going with the 8-iron here. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
Talk about hitting the ground running, Luke. Watch out, this could be an exciting day.
And now that finds him in first place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. I'm pretty sure this player will be full of confidence now after that eagle back at the last hole.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
From around 170 yards here.
Pretty good win back into the player's face.
Club up. I like this play.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Well, that's an early statement right there.
Setting the tone early in this round.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off here at the third hole. That should find the cut stuff. And inside the red zone, around 110 yards to go.
They need to flight this one down into the wind. Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, almost went in. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup. Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Oh, just missed. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. He's currently sitting in first place. Teeing off here at the 4th.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
A birdie putt awaits. If it's up, it could be in. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. And this one is for his par. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. This hole is a par 3.
What an incredible design this is, and it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Wonderfully played. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Oh, you know you want to.
That's a good putt to make. You'll take that. Still in the lead now after that hole. This hole here is a par 4.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Go on, get in the hole. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt Rich.
Kind of like it. He's feeling it.
He sits in first position. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. That's nicely done. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
It's on a good line. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Handy effort, that one. This is the second shot here on the 9th hole. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. That's a golf shot.
Pretty much guarantees a birdie for this player.
It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Yes, but if they start thinking about it, that's where the danger happens. They have to keep their head down and keep playing on the front foot if they want to see this thing home.
Yeah, that one will play. Second shot here on the 10th hole. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Oh, that was pure. A 7-footer right here.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
On a nice line.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
Well, 2 putts
and just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. We've arrived at a par 5.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and two.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
was a gallant attempt. Oh, good look at a birdie here. Oh, terrific. What an effort. Currently in first position. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Outstanding shot. High quality. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
This one is right down the pipe. Oh, that's a great shot. And sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Oh, that's a ripper. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
This one's for birdie. This is buckets. Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. Still in the lead now after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Good sounding strike, that one.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
4 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here. Yep, tracking well.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Oh, well played. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Now at the 17th hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. This one started out on a good line. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And down she goes. He sits in first position.
Oh, and they increase their lead. This is impressive, Luke, but can they hold up this play?
And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Lovely effort, that. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. This is a good chunk. Well, you've got to take your hat off to them. That's an outstanding performance. And to win around a golf course that was known as Ben Hogan's Alley.
Well, this is going to go down as an iconic win at an iconic venue. I got to say, to win at Riviera, I believe, places you among the tournament's elite throughout the years. This is a storied venue, and this was a storied win.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey,